The woman accidentally stepped on a sheet of piano music. She just glanced at it, then casually tossed it aside. But her son picked it up. Through the holes in the paper, the boy saw an invention that could shake the world. He went back to his room and dug out a film reel he had just shot. Using tools, he punched small holes in it. In doing so, he successfully created the effect of fire in the film. The audience believed the actors had actually fired a gun. It turned out the boy had been inspired by movies and toy trains as a child. He had tried to recreate crash scenes on his own, and from then on, a dream of filmmaking was born in his heart. The next day, while shooting, the boy had another idea. He dug a hole in the ground, placed a wooden board in the center, and filled the hole with dirt. This way, when the actor ran across it, it would really simulate a landmine explosion. Next, he buried firecrackers underground. By timing it correctly, he could create the effect of machine gun fire. He even filled balloons with red ink, so when the actors got shot, they could burst the balloons at the right moment. All of this was done to make the movie more realistic. But for a movie, realism alone isn't enough. The boy told the actor playing the officer, as the only survivor of the war, his final moment should be filled with guilt. The battlefield was full of fallen brothers, all of whom came here because of his decisions. The devastating battle could have been avoided, but they all sacrificed their lives because of his wrong choices. The actor was deeply moved by his words and fully immersed in the role. The final scene of the movie began. Dust and sand filled the air, and corpses lay scattered everywhere. As the officer stepped onto the battlefield again, a feeling of sorrow filled the air. As he walked, tears finally streamed from the officer's eyes. The boy, stunned, turned his gaze away. It wasn't until the actor reminded him that he snapped back to reality. The shoot ended, and the actors stood up. Everyone was calling for the officer, but he remained deep in character. It was as if he couldn't pull himself out of the grief. He slowly walked into the smoke, lost in the role. A few days later, the boy's film was screened at school. The realistic scenes left everyone in awe. The officer's outstanding performance stunned everyone. People couldn't stop praising his acting, and the young boy ultimately became the renowned filmmaker, Spielberg.